What's up, Diabadasses? I'm back. I know I say every video that I'm going to make a video every week. It's been a year. So let's just go with I'm going to make more videos. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about the coronavirus and how it's affected me and everything that kind of goes along with that and my type 1. Today is, I almost said December. Today is July 26, 2020, and it is also my 7-year diaversary. Okay, so coronavirus. I have chosen to completely quarantine myself. My groceries come to my door. I order everything online. I use delivery services. Amazon is my best friend. And just that's how I've chosen to do it all. I haven't been inside of a business or a public place inside a building since March. I have gone out to eat 4 times outside only. I do like things outside, you know, thank God for my pool in my backyard, or otherwise I would be bored out of my skull. Like I ride my bike, I go to the park away from people, I go to a dock to take my dog dock diving away from people, nobody's there. The big thing I think is I tell people that I'm quarantined and I don't think they fully understand that. I think they're like, yeah, I pretty much am too, but they still go to the grocery store, they go to Lowe's or they go to Home Depot, or they're just like out at friends' houses. Like, no, when I say I'm quarantined, I'm quarantined. Like I don't associate with anybody. Which I know each type 1 is different and each person is different. There, you know, there's a huge age group from baby to 100 years old that have type 1, and everyone has other health issues or other things besides just type 1, which they shouldn't be all put into a little box like all type 1s need to quarantine completely. Just, I'm saying for myself, this is what I've chosen to make myself safe. To me, I'm not going to go out for one day of fun and risk, you know, having a week's worth, a month's worth of sickness and hospitalization and God forbid death. That to me, I can deal with a year of taking a year off of, you know, doing things for my health. And that's just how I feel. But the problem is I feel that I have a lot of family and friends who, one, either don't believe I'm completely quarantined and I'm just choosing not to hang out with them or go travel to them or do different things. 2, they think I'm legitimately crazy, that I am taking this way too seriously, that I can go hang out with, you know, wherever, go travel somewhere, to hang out with friends and family. Once again, it's not worth it to me, and I still love everybody, and I really wish I could hang out with everybody or go do things, but I can't right now because there's this virus that is new. Flu season, I avoid people. I mean, I don't completely do what I do now, but I'm a psycho washing my hands all the time and making sure I'm not too close to people. I chose not to work since March because I'm not putting myself in a petri dish. It's not worth it to me. My kids both work. My husband, for his work, he travels by plane all over the world. His job's 100% travel. And he works in hospitals. So it's like the worst combination of a couple you could possibly have. You know, high risk, traveling on planes and working in hospitals weekly. Great. But that is my biggest thing. I hate being told that I'm crazy. I hate being looked at as if I'm not smart to understand a disease. It's not that at all. I cannot stand when people use the underlying condition issue, because I have an underlying condition issue. Like when someone dies, they go, well, they had an underlying condition. As if to say, just check them right off. They weren't worth it. That is the worst thing. Just because, look, first of all, us type 1s, we didn't ask for this disease. We didn't do anything for this disease. We didn't eat wrong. Nothing. No life choices. Nothing has made me type 1. It was like winning the lottery. Okay? So for people to act as if my life is just dispensable because I have a disease that I couldn't control is like absolutely horrible. And I hate reading that on any social media platform or even talking to people when people say that, because it's the first thing out of everybody's mouth when somebody dies, even a child dies. Well, what was their underlying condition? What else did they have going on? It doesn't matter. If they wouldn't have caught the virus in the first place, it wouldn't have caused the spiraling effect for them to die from their underlying condition, okay? So stop using that as an excuse. It makes everybody feel bad. It's horrible. Not to mention the fact that people say, well, we're weeding out the weak. Oh, that's great, thanks. Glad I'm the low man on the totem pole. It's absolutely ridiculous. I cannot stand it. It drives me insane. That is probably the most thing that bothers me about this disease, is how I am portrayed, how people see me, how people think I'm acting, because people think I'm crazy. I am not crazy, okay? I'm just not gonna go out and risk it. Is it that hard to ask family and friends to understand that my life is worth something and that I'm not crazy? I get a little fired up over that because it's true. Absolutely true. I mean, my husband was home for 3 weeks and he was quarantined with me. That was the first time I got to kiss my husband 2 days ago because I had to make sure it was safe. I don't even hug and kiss my kids. I stay away. It's ridiculous. But it has to happen. I just wish it would all be over with. That would be great, but it's not. So we have to adapt, and I'm adapting the best way that I possibly can. And that's that. I mean, I had a normal cold not that long ago, and I was borderline on the way to go to the hospital just because my blood sugars were so high and my ketones, like it was really, really close for me going to the hospital, and that was a normal cold. Normal everyday things for type 1s that people just don't seem to understand. People say to me, oh, be careful. You probably shouldn't do that. I can do normal life things. It's just I have to constantly monitor. And normal life things can still make my body go wacko. Stress, hot weather, cold weather, illnesses, hormones, everything affects type 1s. And it changes daily. So, you know, if I go on my treadmill and I have the incline up real high and I'm walking, and within 10 minutes, my blood sugar is dropping at a rate of like 15 points every 5 minutes. So now I'm chugging juice and candy when a normal person can just go walk on the treadmill and not even once think of that. I decided to go build something in our yard the other day and I had to stain it. The heat was so bad that my blood sugar was dropping super fast when I was out there for a long period of time. I had to stop, and thank God I had my Dexcom that was beeping, telling me that I was dropping low. These are things that people don't think about. Just me going out in general, me staying in, doing anything. I am constantly monitoring my blood sugar and my body and I'm like this, you know, your hormones, everything. So why shouldn't I worry about getting a disease? Why shouldn't I worry about coronavirus? Like I said, it is not worth it to me. So I am perfectly happy inside my house. I think it's everybody else who doesn't get it. And it's not for me to make everybody else get it either. I just have to make sure that I am safe. That's not being selfish. That's just me taking care of myself. So with that being said, I hope everyone out there is handling their type 1 okay, monitoring it. And with this virus, just please be careful. I know some people don't believe it's as bad as what it is. And I'm not even saying it's, you know, I'm just saying for me, it's not worth it. That is what I'm going with. It is not worth it for me. And I'm willing to just stick it out here at home and better myself. I've actually quit drinking. I'm on day 70 of no alcohol, which if you know me, that's a huge deal. I've, you know, stepped up my workout game. I've changed my eating habits for the better. So I'm looking at this as maybe it's a positive thing. Maybe keeping me inside, you know, is good for me. I don't know about my relationship with family or friends, but for me and my family, it works. And that's what I'm sticking with. As for the 7-year diabetes, Diversity, I'm going to make another video about that. Just know that I'm sticking it out. I'm doing good, and I will be making more videos. Stay safe out there. Wear your damn masks. If you go out, please. Love you all. Bye.